September 21st, first day of fall, 2018. We just saw Sweet at the Diamond Joe Casino, Mississippi Moon Bar here in Dubuque, Iowa. And I am with Steve Priest after the show. An amazing, high energy, incredible performance. Longer show than last time. We're here with Stevie Stewart as well, keyboardist with the band. And I noticed that the t-shirts say 50th anniversary of the group.
Yeah, 1968.
So, was that when you first met Andy, Mick, and Brian?
That's before I met Andy. 3 years before.
Okay.
We had another guitarist before that called...
Mick Stewart.
No, before that.
Before Mick Stewart.
Frank Torpy.
Frank Torpy.
He was our first guitarist.
And where was this?
In West London.
Okay.
Outside West London.
And so you guys were probably teenagers? Early 20s, maybe?
Was very early 20s.
Okay. So was this like a club band at first when you first started out?
Yeah, we did local gigs, and then we got with agents, and then, believe it or not, we were ripped off. And
So, that's okay. You can come through.
Went out.
Cut this.
Went out for $25 a night, but I had a kid. So
That was big money then.
Yeah. So we're talking, 1968 in London, so
Yeah,
yeah.
My first house was $7.85.
There we go.
I was given mine.
Probably.
Not
We were in the early days. The labels used to give guys houses just so they could keep an eye on them.
Not us.
Hey, you were in England. Should have been in LA then.
There you go.
But of course, jumping ahead,
Paul, here's all my friends.
Chapman and Chin.
Like you? Yeah, this is Kevin.
I'm cutting through again. Do an interview here,
That's okay. That's okay.
Edit me out.
Yes.
Edit me out.
That was Paulie, the singer. Chapman and Chin came in, managed the band, got you record deals.
Phil Wayman. He was the man.
What was his name?
Phil Wayman.
Okay.
He really produced us, and he was the man with the sounds. He was a drummer man. He still is actually, but he was the one that got the sounds on the drums.
So he produced the early music.
Yes.
Okay.
Chin and Chapman thought they did, but
Okay.
it was Phil Wayman that did it. This is blowing the whistle. I've done it before, and I'm
Oh, that's
do
okay.
it till the day I die.
It's the truth.
Hmm?
It's the truth.
Absolutely, it's the truth. Phil Wayman, I knew him from days at, Marshall amps. Well, we used to hang out at the Marshall shop in Ealing, and he'd come in, and I met him, and it just sort of evolved, and that was early 60s. And so he knew who I was, and he knew that the fact that I was getting a band together with Mick and Brian and Frank Torpy, and wanted to get in touch and have some say in it. And he teamed up with Chin and Chapman. They were looking for a puppet band, basically, to sell their songs. And we were totally broke at the time, doing the clubs as we discussed for nothing a night. And
Big money. $25.
25, yeah. And that much. And they sort of took us as a selling vehicle for their songs. And that's when that started. So we were a puppet band for them for a while until we realised that we couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And because they were totally under control. We were totally under control. And then we decided we were right. They let us we'd go in the studio for a week to do an A-side, which was their song. And at the end of the week, they'd give us an hour or two to do a B-side. Like, well, there you go, you're publishing, it's your song, you know, well, here's an hour in the studio. So that's where the B-sides came from. And they were, if you turn the record over, that's an old term, but if you turn on the B-sides, they were really us.
Did radio pick up on the B-sides to give you a little extra support to think,
No.
oh, we should be doing this? Or it was just your own desire to write your own songs?
We wanted to write our own songs, so we did.
You know, one thing I always thought was interesting, of course, the image of the band has been so influential over the years. I mean, really a pinnacle of what became glam rock. I think Sweet was one of the bands that really defined that movement, the glam rock movement. But yet, you know, people think of Bowie and Bowie's sound, but yet Blockbuster, that riff, that was a Sweet song. And months later, it became what, Gene Genie?
It was
you
the
know.
same time, and Blockbuster was number one, Gene Genie was number two.
Yeah,
In England, at least.
right.
I don't know how that came about, because we were with RCA at the time, and people, A&R men used to keep their doors open and play songs, and people would come in and, that sounds good. So I don't know what came first.
Well, I mean, rock and roll is all, you know, borrowed and stolen. But my point really is just the influence of the power of the band at that time. I think was more widespread than perhaps people might realize today. You know,
Or want to admit.
or would want to admit.
There you go. I know.
That's
But
why we're doing this.
exactly.
We're trying to show what
we-
it is,
what-
what it was.
Yes, and
You know,
what
I
it
mean,
could have been.
obviously,
Yep.
you know, Steve's the man, and the band is not, you know, the original guys, but we're here to show what it was, because when we got the call to do this, we listened to the library, we realized immediately, oh, wait a minute, this is not just, this isn't just putting together an old band to go do some stuff. This is actually an influential piece of music, body of music that changed the course of music.
Absolutely.
And I've got, if you don't mind me saying, now we have a great band. I mean, you saw it tonight.
Yes, I'll
It was-
offer testimony to that fact. A very powerful performance tonight.
Thank you.
Very high energy. Go see Sweet if you can.
Good chemistry.
And of course, this is for the WRT audience. Very familiar with Sweet, thanks to shows like my own, Rattlesnake Shake,
Yes.
and Psychoacoustics, and Vinyl Resting Place, and Who Cooks For You, among many other shows. We play lots of Sweet on WRT because
Appreciate it a lot.
we're non-commercial. We can play what we want to play.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
right now we're in the middle of a fundraiser, and I think our listeners who donate money to the station would like to hear from a band what that means when a radio station like this offers support and digs into the back catalog and really shows more of the full picture of what the band's history is than just the couple of hits that most people are aware of.
Oh, absolutely. There are a lot of albums out of ours, many of which a lot of people don't know about, like Cut Above the Rest, Give Us a Wink. We do some songs off them, and I suggest that you go and buy them.
And that, and fundraising and fan-based fundraising, it really puts the power in the people.
Yeah, but
It really gives the people the chance to speak out, to listen, to share what they love, and to find the real deal instead of what they're being fed, spoon-fed by chemistry and all that shit, you know, so do that, support it.
Right. WORT. And, you know, about 3 or 4 years ago, we helped to sponsor the water Town Riverfest when you played there.
Yeah.
I know on my
was great.
on my show, it was Sweet was the #1 band that was played throughout that year. Obviously, because I was playing you every single show that I did.
Which we appreciate, I can assure
Well,
you.
I mean, I don't play stuff I don't like, Steve. So I love your music, and that's why it's a part of my show. However, we would love to have you in Madison sometime for a future show. I think
do
it
it.
would be
Absolutely.
it would just pop the cork off the place if we could have you come and play one of the bigger clubs in town. So please keep us in mind
Absolutely.
when you're booking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
We'll
no
talk
problem.
to our people. Let's get it done.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And Stevie, you've been with the band for how long now?
Since the reboot,
Okay.
we started back up in 2007,
Right on.
and I got the phone call.
And you must be pretty familiar with Madison since you're from Minneapolis
Absolutely.
area.
Yeah, I'm originally from Minneapolis. I played in Madison all the time, and my wife is actually from Shawano area,
Sure.
so Appleton, Shawano, and so yeah, absolutely. Any time in the Midwest is really special
Oh,
for
that's
me.
close to his heart.
Okay. Well, then you can bring family and friends down
Oh,
from the
of
Fox
course.
Valley.
Yeah,
Mm.
All right.
Fox Valley, you know it. We're there.
But, I mean, by far, this lineup with Mitch Perry on guitar and Paulie
Oh,
Z
it's
on
a-
vocals has just been
The last two.
such a joy to see.
It's wonderful. The last two people that joined is Mitch and Paulie, and it's like putting the icing on the cake. They're brilliant. They are brilliant, and I love them.
Must see.
Yeah, there you go.
Must see TV.
And I noticed, I think I was reading online that I believe a current lineup of Sweet recorded a Beatles song for a tribute not too long ago.
We did it a while ago.
That was a while
It
ago.
was in the early, when we rebooted,
Okay.
we were getting pushed all kinds of directions to try to
Oh, okay.
it was kind of in an effort to just get the word out.
Okay.
And so we did do some covers. We did, what did we do? Paperback Memory or something like that?
I saw
We did a
her
few,
standing.
they're out there.
I saw her standing there.
Saw her standing there. I'm not sure why, but we did. And
Well, the only reason why I
it was
mentioned
just
that,
to get the word out and try something new.
I'm gonna put a bug in your ear right now and say a live album with this current lineup would be an
We're working
amazing
on a live
thing.
album, actually. We have a
Yes.
live at the Whiskey A Go Go right now.
Okay.
We got a live one that currently I'm producing,
Okay.
and it's pretty labor intensive to get it right because it was a one-off thing. Usually when you do a live record, you do several shows and you pick your best bits.
Well, this
This
is a
was
one-off.
one-off, so we've got a few releases out there, and we're intending to do a full live record release with that, and then use that as a tool to maybe get a formal live record because you really got to hear and see this band live. So
Yeah,
you know,
you just did.
And that's why I want more people to see the show because it was so good.
Thank you.
go to
so
YouTube.
much.
There's lots of video of us.
All right. Well, thanks so much, you guys. We hope to have you back
Sal is the
in
man.
Wisconsin sometime soon. Yes.
Yeah.
All of our listeners already know that I'm the man, but
Oh well, all right then. All right.
all right, Steve Priest and Stevie Stewart of Sweet signing out. Any last words for our listeners? Keep
Listening.
keep listening. Absolutely. Thanks, you guys. Take care.
Thank you.